Hmm. Oh, oh, oh. Niskamiya karma we can discuss at the end. That is not connected with this thing, but we can discuss the karma theory alone.
Yes, from a conservative viewpoint, like what you said is 100%. But I have got two more things to add, in the sense, from an astrological point of view, because I'm an amateur astrologer myself. I've been with several astrologers. What they say is everything is 100%. Or they are. I am also not sure about it. They say even what you think is free will is only free will from a micro angle. From a macro angle, everything is predestined. That is the one of the theory advanced by several astrologers. Even I am not sure about it. The second one is in Reiki, when we heal, we take a certain percentage of the karmas, because if I am healing a person with a cold, certain cold even I will get. So I asked to my Reiki masters, then why I should be healing when I am taking free of others' karma? So he said, there is something called as akarma, where the energy does the work and I am not affected. So these two things I have something, 2 points in addition to what you have said. I don't know how much of it is right or wrong. Of course, it's like my imagination. So these are the only 2 things in addition. But otherwise, your explanation of karma theory was perfect. This is my opinion again.
So I have also heard some if you cleared any disease like this, because you are exercising your power over the other person. Sometimes it may be against the karma, it may affect you. But if it is returned to you, that means you are disturbing the karma theory. Otherwise, it is not. It will not be the same in all cases. In some cases, it may be like this. So such cases you have to avoid.
Does meditation releases some karma? It balances out.
So karma means your action alone. Meditation clears only your psychological factors, not the actions. For example, at the age of some time, you may get some benefit or bad effect. That cannot be cleared by the meditation. For example, you may have you have some temperament in a psychological way. That temperament can be cleared through some meditation or any practices. So psychologically you can be cleared away, but the the karma will create the physical circumstances. Karma is responsible to create a physical circumstances. At which age you will have these kind of things, at which age you will have the things, at which age you will have some benefit, which age you will have some loss. So all those things will be created, governed by the karma theory, and it creates a circumstances for that.
So on top of that, more question, like karma, as I understand, like, it is stored in the chitta, like, and then it carries forward to janma to janma, next janma, like. Then when we do meditation, doesn't it clear our chitta where the karmas are stored, like where we have the memory of
Belief of karma, or whether you believe or not, the karma theory will work according to my theory. So the karma theory is a theory, and the theory works. And I have a story for the working pattern of the theory. Whether you bother or not, the karma theory will work. But at the same time, if you do good, the karma theory will change its course. A future only. Past you cannot feature. Everything you can be changed. If you do good thing, the bad thing will be changed.
So is that understanding that karmas are stored in chitta, is that correct? And then it moves from this janma to next janma.
Oh, everything will be carried forward.
So is it stored in chitta? Like our karmas of this janma are stored in chitta, and then it move, like the mind gets to that new body, and then.
So doing karma, first of all, directly affect this karma also, this janma also, and afterwards it will be carried forward. If the remaining thing will be carried forward to the next janma.
That is what my question is, like, how does it carry forward? Like, does it store it in chitta?
In the stored, it will be in the cosmic mind, not in your mind. So whatever stored in your own mind can be cleared or anything, it can be dealt with, but it will be stored in the cosmic mind, not in your own mind.
You also have a memory.
That is what he is asking.
Not Sita.
What is the carrier of
Carrier is because everywhere the cosmic mind is there. It will be recorded in the deeper conscious mind.
Okay.
The deeper conscious mind and cosmic mind is same. You are only with the conscious mind and subconscious mind. And the deeper conscious mind, you don't have any control.
That is where
Karma is the recorded, the stored. It was stored in the cosmic mind. Deeper conscious mind. Deeper consciousness mind, even though it is in connection with for yourself, but it is related to the entire cosmic.
So if we have, as per our previous birth, Sanchita karma, as per our Sanchita karma, if we have bad effects, like it might be we would have done
Sanchita karma is the storehouse. But only prarabdha karma alone, we know something. The astrology deal with the prarabdha karma alone. It has no connection with the, it will not tell about the Sanchita karma. Sanchita karma is a great big bundle. And we are having this prarabdha karma.
One birth, from that only little
we know only the prarabdha karma alone. The astrology will tell us only with related to the prarabdha karma. And in the prarabdha karma, you may have some good effect or bad effect. You have to endure. You have to gone through.
Yeah, if 50% is prarabdha karma, so 50% of our life is predetermined.
So prarabdha karma means predetermined.
Yeah. So
The 100% predetermined, that means the prarabdha karma. Even though it is 100%, it is related to the, for example, if somebody is a child or animal or person, it is functioning 100%. But only for the person who is normal mind, we can have the capacity, 60% capacity you are having, and we can overpower the prarabdha karma.
okay. The 40% prarabdha karma is guiding our major events in life, or
But even the 40% means some circumstances. It creates some circumstances, and out of the circumstances, but you cannot directly deal with the circumstances. But whenever you do not know, without knowing the prarabdha karma or anything, if you do good thing alone, you need not worry about the karma itself. Your concern, your way must be only towards the good karma. And if you are doing good karma, you need not worry about the karma theory itself.
summary
It will look after everything.
Summary is that we cannot change anything. If we do good, always good will happen.
So change means, but not changing something.
Okay.
But we are doing something. That when we do something, naturally it affects the bad karma. As if our bad deed affects our good fortune, our good deed affects the bad activities also.
So you said do good.
Mm.
Could you give some more, can you explain that?
So whatever, for example, whenever we have a chance, for example, whenever we have a chance to do good thing or bad thing. For example, whenever on the way you find some valuable articles, you may return back to the owner of the property, or you may take it for yourself. So if you take it for yourself, it is a bad karma. And if you return to the owner, If you think that it is a great gift given by the God himself, if you think like that, it is not good karma. If you return back to the owner of the property, it is a good karma. And you are evading from the doing some wrong thing.
So would you say then purifying the mind? Can we actually purify the mind?
Not purifying the mind.
No.
Only you are doing good karma alone. And by doing good karma, thereby you will have a good result for that. Life situation may change.
So when we follow your method of, so when we have emotions of anger, of disgust, jealousy, yes, and we know that we can't do anything about these emotions. We have no role to play there. That is also good karma.
So it is not considered as a good karma. This is not an action.
I see.
But what you in a situation where you have to act in an angry way, but in this way you can act kindly to the other person, it is a good karma because your action alone counts.
So it's the physical, in the physical world, what actions and what speech we do is good karma.
Karma. Only in actions,
Okay.
not in emotions.
Not in the.
Not in our
not in our
emotions and thinking, only in action.
So kind words and deeds, that is not considered karma, like with no action, but I speak nicely to people. Also, I mean, the definition of good karma, is it related only to action or even my speaking kind word to someone? That is also
sometimes speaking kind words may be considered as a action because it helps the other person. Consoling some person, some consolement word, it will give you some energy, power. It is also a good karma.
One thing is, as my profession requires me to be in a polemical mode also. Like several times I criticize Islamic terrorists, criticize Congress party. So many people are saying you will incur a lot of bad karmas. You are speaking very bad against Islam, very bad against party. No, like what I am saying is no action, but even the speaking rudeness or the kindness, does it also make a difference?
But here, if
or
you
the ultimate result only.
but
matters?
your effort is to correct them in a good way, good manner, that can be considered. But if it is if you try to offend them, you feel make them to hurt themselves, that is not good.
Okay, so the overall atmosphere also, changing the vibes also matters to a large extent.
Yeah.
So what Deepak is saying is, because of his job, he has to write articles condemning a certain political party. So what is his intention behind this?
For example, if you throw a stone upon a crowd, I am not the intent to hit any person particularly, but anyhow it will hit.
Yes.
So in this way, if you use some unnecessary word, it will hurt somebody. So you have to be, your word must be polite. That is good.
In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said to Arjuna, he actually defined karma yoga. So where he says like, you do your karmas and keeping me in mind, then those karmas belong to me and not to you. So in this way, can I donate my karmas, all bad and good karmas, to Krishna or the higher power, whatever it is?
So here also there are many kind of strategy. If you, it means surrender. If you surrender to God, and that means thereby surrendering everything to God, and afterwards you are doing bad thing, then bad thing alone will, bad karma alone will come. But by surrendering everything to in the hands of God and doing good thing, the doing good thing will turn into good account, and the worst thing will be gone away from you. So somewhere or other it will be happen. But surrender does not mean doing bad things. After surrender everything to God, doing bad things alone is not correct. It may encourage, it will give some encouragement to do some good thing. So the doing good thing alone will give you some good fortune.
Then can you clarify a little bit on karma yoga? What is it? Like the Krishna has defined it in Bhagavad Gita.
So karma yoga means that is only as a practice for spiritual progress. That is not karma yoga. That means the other person has asked about niskamya karma. The niskamya karma and karma yoga is same. That is different. But here, good karma and bad karma, how it acts, that alone we are discussing.
This is regarding one of the pariharas for bad karmas, like Panchaloha. This one. What he said was that Panchaloha will ward off the evil rays of the planets. It is like there is raining and you hold an umbrella. So this kavach, that Panchaloha will also act as that. Is this karma also physical in a way, like a Panchaloha can ward off, because I felt good after wearing that. Like after wearing certain rings, luck changes, you know that, blue ring, shani, you know the pariharams. So regarding the pariharams, does it act as a kavach for you, as a sort of umbrella for you to protect from sunlight or rain or bad karma?
But in my story, this kind of parihara is not available. You may take into account in your own story, but my story does not have any place.
No, but do you endorse all these things? At least I endorse personally, but I was asking about you.
So my story does not give place for this and this thing. It has not permission, no permission for me.
Yeah, I just have a small doubt. So I just want to understand difference between what is good and what. So I just want to understand the thin line between what.
Not working.
I just want to understand the difference between what is good and what is bad. So, for example, let us take an example of the terror attacks that happened on India. So, Kasab was actually in the scene doing actually the bad karma, but he don't know that because if he do this, this is not right. So, because he was trained and influenced by some other person. So, where will actual karma be shifted to? Will it be shifted to Kasab or will it be shifted to person who has influenced him?
So anyhow, if it is clear, it is good, it is bad, you can rely upon the good and bad thing. Sometimes we can, it is maybe difficult, which is whether it is good or bad. We cannot be sure. We may not be sure whether it is good or bad. But if it is deliberately open, it is good. Deliberately it may be known it is bad. That alone we can select. That alone we can, because what is important is that what we have to do now. So that you have to be clear. What about the other person, we need not worry about that. So in our own way, whether it is good karma or bad karma, that we have to.
So we need not rely on other perspective. Whatever we feel it as good. So if we think that that is good, it is good, right?
So if you think it is good, you can do it. It is also considered as a good thing. If you feel something is good, and it can be considered as good. But you have to sincerely feel and think it is good.
So that should not. So if, for example, if whatever I'm thinking it is good, and if, for example, it might not be good according to others or according to law of land. So in that particular case.
So law, we were considering with law, according to, we have to follow the law. But when there is no law related to the particular act, and you have to rely upon your own judgment, because you are sincerely, you are wholeheartedly think it is good for yourself and everybody, and then you can go on with that, and it will be considered as a good thing.
If you are confused with whether it is a good or bad karma, you should consider if the same thing, if somebody is doing to you, will you accept it? And if that is the checkpoint. So, okay, so in that you are empathizing, and now you can choose whether it is right or wrong. So that's what in Christianity they say, whatever you feel it is good for you, do that to others. Whatever you feel bad for you, don't do it to others.
And Niskamya karma means the karma yoga, because it is a spiritually, because all the if you are enlightened and if you are liberated, but you whatever may be the karma, you don't have any because no personal connection with that. You are impersonally you are doing like that. So the impersonal activities, it may be considered as karma yoga, or it can be considered as in Niskamya karma. As if everything is done by God, and I am doing as a vessel, as a instrument of God, I am doing this. If you, as a aspirant also, you can do like this.
In that case, when we receive the result also, we should accept as prasadam.
Yeah.
Sometimes in my personal, as a journalist also, I have heard cases there is a person in hospital. There are some people who are having incurable diseases. That person, he is close to the doctor. What they say, if there are poor persons with incurable diseases, they secretly administer them medicine, and what they are saying is, we are doing a good karma because that poor guy would have suffered and this hospital would have looted them at least. No, I have come across such people also. Like they say they have, okay, and there are in some other cases, there are people who have killed some corrupt people, and they say they have done a good job. I am not passing it. So there are such things where legally and morally also it might look bad, but they say it is good karma. So just your opinion on such things where there are where the conflict, you cannot say really whether it is good or bad, but they have done according to their own this one.
So unable to understand what the doctor has did. What the doctor has did
to the
poor person, poor.
Yeah, like euthanasia, like their mercy killing, yes, mercy killing.
Mercy killing.
Yes. So there are.
So if he did anything in good intention, it can be considered as a good karma.
Encounter also, yes. Yes, encounter also. Now there are no police is killing terrorists.
Or simply taken is not a bad karma. Either it can be considered as a good karma, or it is not a bad karma.
Sir, I'm buying a property, sir. I'm helping my family to stay happy. What I'm doing is, for underrate, I'm buying it. For underestimation, I just buying a property. I'm also helping I'm just developing employment also. But some people are suffering there. And employment is improving there. So both bad karma and good karma is equal in my situation now. Whether it will, how it will impact in my life.
But we cannot say. It is not in our hand. It is not in your hand. Some superpower will look after everything. But your role is to do the good karma.
Good karma. I am doing good karma for my family. Legally, I am doing for my family alone. But it illegal to somebody else.
But everything is connected like this. But anyhow, if you do not, for example, you are writing a competitive examination, your success will affect the other person. Naturally, you cannot you cannot withdraw from the competitive examination. You have to write. You are permitted to write. So whatever you are permitted to do, that you can do. But that is different. But at the same time, but deliberately you can do. There are certain good karmas for that. It cannot be considered as a bad karma. For example, you are doing some social service. It may be a good thing. That you can give a good result for yourself. That is deliberately a good thing. But sometimes, whether it is a good or bad, we cannot. We will not be sure about that.
Not like that, sir. But I am aware that it's a wrong. I'm just wantedly taking property from others for sake of my happiness and
So
my
that
family
so if
happiness.
you deliberately do a mistake, deliberately do a wrong
But
thing,
I am helping my family, no, they are happy, no,
that
and
is
some employment is improved.
that is not correct. So all the thieves are stealing something for the benefit of their family.
It happening, yes. So it's a social issue also. That's why I'm just asking about it. But everybody snatching property, they are very cool and happy. Worrying people are still worried. That's why I asked this.
So that we are not looking after the world. That is the duty of the deity or anybody. But our duty is to safeguard our karma. That alone, our karma we have to be. For that, what we have to do is to do a good karma. That alone is in our hand. And the other is not in our hand.
Yeah, when I listened to Deepak talking about astrology, and you believe in astrology, so it makes me wonder, can astrology help me to understand my karmas and take some steps?
But sometimes it is done like that because we can understand something with the help of the horoscope or anything. We can predict some future of our life.
It is possible. Astrology.
Some astrology, some prediction is correct, proved correct. But something is wrong. But we cannot have a clear-cut idea. Some vague idea we can have. It is not we cannot share about that.
So is it good to go to an astrologer or
no? So we are going to, what we are, because of our discussion here, don't mind the karma theory itself. Okay. You do good thing. Okay. So out of the karma theory, out of everything, you take a good path and do good thing. And you need not worry about the karma theory, you need not worry about horoscope, anything you need not.
Time and all that, and that astrologer, from which angle he calculates, so many things are there. So if you go to two astrologers, they will say two different things. Absolutely, yeah. So in horoscope, in marriages also, some astrologer says that these two are matching. Another astrologer you go, it's not matching, you will say. So then it comes to a question, who is the best?
Now, here, what's your, okay, I am telling you as an amateur astrologer, there is truth in astrology. How much astrologers are right, how much their question, that is another issue, okay? Astrology is science, it is right, but how much astrologers can predict, that is a gray area, okay? He might predict 50%, 60%, 70%. Secondly, if you want to go to an astrologer or not, my advice, ask yourself, if you find a trustworthy astrologer, good astrologer, you can go. This is my response. Then 100 people will speak 100 things, no need to bother, that's it.
So how do you know that he's a good astrologer? 100 people
Yeah, also
So we said like some karmas are prarabdha, like we have to go through those karmas. So is meeting somebody comes under prarabdha. Like I met Guru Deepak ji, I feel like very lucky. So meeting him, like making our friends, even though we meet so many people, we only make few friends. They only come close to us. So is that part of prarabdha?
So here, everything may be the reason for prarabdha, but at the same time, what is your duty here? Your duty is not related to prarabdha. Your duty is only to agamya karma. So you focus upon own karma, ahamya karma. Don't turn your eyes towards the prarabdha or sanchita karma. Your concern is towards the ahamya karma. So what you have to do? Everything, all circumstances may be the reason for prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma may be the reason for the circumstances. Why do you worry about that? It may be like that. But our karma is what we have to do now. That is important.
Your question. Okay, sorry. I know many friends of mine who say that don't go to spiritual gurus. They are all cheating. They are all this. But I have found really good spiritual gurus in my life. Aya is one among them. Even before, I have got many nice gurus who taught me meditation, and they didn't expect anything from me. So similarly, just like a good spiritual guru, a good astrologer is also a part of your destiny. This is what I feel. Then I have also seen people getting very bad gurus. They have been misled, they have been looted. I have also seen that.
So here the teaching is that even though a good astrologer, don't rely upon him. Rely upon your ahamya karma. Don't rely upon a good guru.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Good astrologer.
I agree
When we don't rely upon a good astrologer, then what is the role of the good astrologer?
But I have, since I met you, I wanted to see your horoscope also. Your name also. Because what made you such a spiritual guru? I still have that inquisitiveness, not that I am going to take it.
But such kind of people are many, so they snatched away my horoscope from me. But I have my date of birth alone. You can create a new horoscope for yourself.
Date of birth and time.
Date of birth, time, everything is there.
Then you can make it. Yes, yes.
Then you,
Especially when I get into the heat of the argument. So what might be the reason? Is it my lack of spirituality, lack of integrity, or I am genetically like this? I want to come.
so other day also I might have told an instance. Someone, she was in Calcutta, is getting training as a priest in a Christian missionary, and he has the problem. Whenever he takes the mic, he will be trembling. But on listening my talk in the YouTube, the trembling goes away. Because you need not worry about that. Whatever it be, you need not mind that. If you give attention to that, it creates some problem. And the problem will be increased. If you don't mind, it will be go away from yourself.